I was an emotional regulation junkie for most of my life. For those of us who have been in or still are in unhealthy relationship dynamics, we can in fact be addicted to them. And yet we may simply be managing our discomfort in these relationships, which can be excessive. In fact, I feel like I stayed a lot longer than most would tolerate. And why is that? Because I've been using yoga, meditation, and therapy to keep me sane. I relied on these practices and resources consistently. The truth is, though, that I was still walking on eggshells. I still had chronic tightness in my throat, jaw, and shoulders. I also struggled with insomnia, and I would find myself ruminating all night, unable to drift off. And then I would have a drink to get to sleep, which only made matters worse. And the effects of insomnia for years is in and of itself so excruciating. What I didn't know was that I had been bypassing and burying the shame, guilt, hurt, and fear that I was carrying around all my life, and that this had showed up in my pain body. And I wasn't able to express my boundaries. I would tolerate unspeakable behavior from others and pass it off as if it didn't affect me. I would hide out, hold on to it, and I would be stoic and pretend that everything was all right. The truth is that I was betraying and abandoning myself, my truth, and my authenticity. I was just managing my life with yoga, therapy, and 12-step groups. It wasn't until I acknowledged all the emotions that I'd buried and pretended I didn't have that the TMJ, hiding out, and insomnia started to fall away. Once we are able to process and acknowledge the emotions we had to bury in the body-mind through the experiential work of repression inquiry, only then will we need to rely less on nervous system regulation. Why? Because only then are we able to get to the root of our suffering. The emotions that we spend a lot of energy ignoring and bearing because they aren't acceptable actually become our resource for our newfound power, agency, voice, and authority.